Thanks for being with us here on CBS News Chicago. I'm Marie Saavedra with another interview from the aldermanic candidates looking ahead to Chicago's municipal runoff election on April 4th. Joining us now is Prentice Butler. He is running for alderman in the 4th Ward. Mr. Butler, thank you for being with us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here.
I want to begin by asking you why you want to be alderman.
Listen, my whole life has been about service to community. I've lived in the Bronzeville area since 2007, and I've had the fortunate opportunity to be on the staff of the city of Chicago here in the 4th Ward since May 16, 2011. So this is my home. This is some place I care deeply about, and I want to make sure we continue our forward progression as a community. I want to make sure we have safe communities, good schools, and equitable economic development in the 4th Ward, which is a large community, a large ward here in the city of Chicago on the lakefront.
What would you say is the number one issue in the 4th Ward right now, and what is your solution?
The number one issue right now is obviously, just like across the city, public safety, right? So we want to make sure whoever's the new mayor that we are prioritizing a good relationship between CPD and the community and City Hall. We have to improve the morale that I see that is really low right now in the city of Chicago within CPD. I'm hoping for closer collaboration between police and community, but also I want to make sure we think about innovative solutions such as mental health first responders being involved more. I think we need social workers. We need to address those issues. We need violence interrupters, people that can build valid relationships within the community to mitigate some of these concerns before they spiral out of control. So I want to look at more programming like that. We did a pilot program back in the fall of last year that kind of crossed over to this year in the Grand Boulevard section of the 4th Ward. We used $100,000 of violence prevention funds from the city of Chicago. We split it between two different groups. One, a security company that had non-armed security ambassadors in the 4th Ward to provide extra eyes and ears on the street. And then we had a violence interrupter group that came to the community to mitigate some of those issues I spoke about before. So I think we have to be more creative about how we address public safety. And of course, we need to address the root causes. We need to make sure that we're youth programming, youth job opportunities, and make sure we have resources for our local schools here in the 4th Ward.
So Chicagoans voted out an incumbent mayor. There's going to be a unprecedented number of new aldermen in this upcoming city council. That could include you, but how does that newness shape how you're looking at this position should you be elected?
Well, I think for me, I come with a certain advantage. I know how to get things done day one. And I'm used to building a broad coalition of relationships to get things done. Just look at the support I'm getting from all the former candidates in this race. All my former opponents are backing me. Why? Because I know how to build relationships. I know how to have difficult conversations, but I know I can operate with a point of integrity where I can build trust with other people to get things done. So yes, most of the people will be new to city council, but given I know the history, I understand how to get things done, and I know how to build genuine relationships, I think I can be effective in that role as a new alderman.
Prentice Butler running for alderman of the 4th Ward. We appreciate your time.
All right, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you. Joining us now is the other candidate for 4th Ward Alderman, State Representative Lamont Robinson. Mr. Robinson, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I want to start by asking why you'd like to be alderman.
I would like to be alderman because for the last 5 years, I have been bringing much needed resources to the 4th Ward. I have brought resources back around anti-violence. I have brought back resources for a senior center as well as a community center. And when Alderman King decided to run for mayor, I thought it would be great for me to take my talents as a state rep, as an educator in a small business, to the city of Chicago. We know the city is at a crossroads and needs new leadership, particularly in the council. And so I'm excited about the opportunity.
What would you say is the number one issue within the 4th Ward right now, and what is your solution?
The number one issue in the 4th Ward and really across the entire city is public safety. The solution that I have is around economic development, economic empowerment. We need to be able to give people opportunities for jobs. We need to be able to assist our small businesses to come into the ward and employ folks. Our businesses that are already in the ward, we need to allow them to expand. We need to also make sure that we have opportunities for affordable rents for working folks, as well as affordable housing. And when I say affordable housing, I'm talking about building housing in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. And then lastly, we need to create opportunities for folks to be able to have affordable rents. Those things, I believe, will stifle some of the public safety concerns that we're seeing in the Fourth Ward.
So Chicagoans voted out an incumbent mayor. There's going to be an unprecedented number of new aldermen in city council that could include yourself should you be elected. How does that context shape how you would look at the job should you step into it?
Well, look, Chicago is going to have undoubtedly new leadership. And so I'm excited about ushering in the new city council members, also a new mayor. It will be a new day in Chicago on April 4th, and I'm excited to be able to represent the folks in the Fourth Ward.
State Representative Lamont Robinson running for alderman in the Fourth Ward. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And be sure to stay with us here on CBS News Chicago as we bring you interviews with the aldermanic candidates ahead of the April 4th municipal runoff election.